In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about what happened last time in D&D. So, for the last year, give or take, I've been DMing a game of Dungeons and Dragons for some of my friends. We started, since it was my first time DMing and my first time playing 5th edition in general. I figured I'd start with the starter pack, the Minds of Phandelver. It's pretty good. I realized early on that it's more of a guideline than an actual set of what to do. It's more of maps, more of that. So we'll get to that in another time. But so this last time we are in the mines. We are in the Wave Echo Cave. We are looking. We're making our way to the back. Up until now, I've had a party of 6, which I've really loved. Unfortunately, 2 of my players, due to having a baby, that's great, but they had to drop out. And then I had a player that couldn't come this week, so I was down to 3, and I had to run 3 characters because we were in the middle of the dungeon when all this happened. So, luckily, 2 players took 2 of the characters from me, and it was going good. We had just defeated, in the previous session, there's a flaming skull. They just defeated it, and then, so the party, after that, they decided to explore a little dungeon. Then they're feeling a little hurt, so they took a long rest. In the thing, it talks about if after an hour, if you haven't done remove curse or pour some holy water on the flaming skull, it will come back. So they rested and they started going back up where they were, and lo and behold, there's a flaming skull in their way. This time, the first time we ran into it, it nearly was a TPK. It was the first time they've dealt with a fireball. And they were all clumped together in a beautiful little corner after fighting a wraith and a mimic. Just not too long before that, they weren't quite up to full strength, and they decide to, and then they get hit with that fireball. It taught them a lesson. So this next time, they didn't stay clumped together. They stayed apart. Smart move. And it didn't hurt that, the Flame Skull rolled a 1 on its initiative. So it went last. So it didn't even get an attack off before they took it down this time. Which was great. I was afraid I might almost kill the party again using the Flame Skull. But, and then we moved on to a room where, because of this battle that ensued with the Flame Skull, it gave time for, there was a few bugbears and then a drow in the next room over who set up and prepared an ambush. One of the party members comes busting through the door, and in one attack, he was dead. It was pretty bad. It was a bugbear, surprise attack, and a crit. So bugbears, when they get the surprise, they get an extra, was it 2d6 or 2d8, something like that. When bugbears get a melee attack, they get an extra die of damage on top of their, I think it is a 1d8 for their weapon. And so then it critted. So that's 4, I think it was 4d8 times 2, so 8d8 dice to a level 4 character who was already previously hurt in the last battle. So 1 tack down. Party comes in, they bring him back, he goes down again. Bring him back, and by that time, they cleared away some of the room, and it was good. One of the party members did get hit by a drow arrow, caused him to go to sleep. Yet again, that was kind of one of my things that I like to throw in, because if the party isn't going to follow the way it's written, why should I? That's the way I look at it. It's just guidelines. gives me stat blocks, maps, all that. But for me, you know, I threw out extra treasure in a previous room, just because I felt like it. I threw in a gauntlets of ogre strength, who our dwarven sorcerer decided to put on. So, and I like that. They have kind of this, if you find it, it's yours mentality in their treasure. So I'm all about. If that's how they want to play, that makes it more interesting for me and for them. So it was a short session this week because we had two of our players were late to the game, and I only had 3 showing up. So it's not like I could start without them. I wasn't gonna run 5 PCs by myself and have just one that, you know. So, you know, once we're out of this dungeon, I'm going to have the 2 characters. They're going to go their own separate ways. Hopefully one day they'll be back with us. But for now, they'll, you know, go off and do their own thing in the world. And, yeah, I'm going to keep doing updates and kind of teach you what I've learned throughout the time through my DMing. Because since I'm a new DM, I'm going to be learning quite a bit. And hopefully I can share some of that knowledge with you. So, until next time.